Just for give an overview, I know specifically the tripartite, but I get fair knowledge as far as waiting on the happen, and based on also the release we just put out recently as with regards to the work where they go on the, as we now all know, post June 2023 elections, the party been get issues, where result to the Bintumani conference, and in that conference we all agree to things them where we now refer to as resolutions or agreements where both the government and the APC sign, and that agreements they be get 8 resolutions them, where resolution 1 will be addressed where His Excellency the President Dr. Julius Maada Bio before give to the nation, and Dr. Samara Kamara as well, where that be don't happen. Resolution 2 be require we, the APC, for make sure say we elected officials then return and participate in governance, we don't happen as well. Resolution 3, now most people they refer to as the tripartite, we actually been set up for examine with election systems processes and also come up with recommendations there. That committee they don't sit down, then work they go on, and the committee comprised of 15 people, 7 from the All People's Congress, 7 from the government, and then also we get another person when I just a co-chair from the if they not get the information, then it will be very difficult for make them able to present a holistic report to the president, and for let them able make recommendations we will be impactful and meaningful as far as electoral systems review concern. And so because of that, unless and until they're able to get access to their information, and they're not able to proceed, it will be difficult for them to make them proceed.
So CD, you talk about on a party where the part of the committee don't get challenged. At which stage of this whole process they may face some of the challenges?
Well, if I recall a few days ago, or about a week or so ago, then they sent letter to ECSL requesting certain clarification on results where ECSL publish. ECSL respond back, but to them that response did not be satisfactory, and still they hinder progress of the work where they want for do. So as a result of that, they come back to we at the party that they're not able to proceed. So at that stage they then feel say, they forget access to their information, and they.
So you said they send later to ECSL, you will be more clear. To review and listen at them. We know some of the concern will come out directly from APC.
Then in the letter we then sent to ECSL, they specifically ask for clarification. If we not recall, when ECSL been the announced result, they announced twice presidential result. They first give we 60% of the total votes, where they don't count, and then later the 100%. So then specifically in the letter make reference to that 60% where ECSL announced. Now in a request for, and they want clarification on that. But they don't get the clarification where they ask for, so then come back to we that is a challenge for them, and then they find them very difficult for proceed without that particular piece of information they will then need for ensure say at the end of the day then we're able to give a holistic report.
Okay, continue for stay with we. When we come back to you, we look at more of concerns of the All People's Congress APC party for sake of the work of the Tripartite Committee, as you have mentioned on the 19th, then supposed for present this report to the president, but the APC don't suspend then participation within this mean to the work of the Tripartite Committee. We come back to you inside the studio. One for welcome the Deputy Justice Minister Wena Alpha say we don't work with the Tripartite Committee. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, Musa, and good morning to the rest of the 98.1 crew.
Inside the edition of the program, we'll look at the work of the Tripartite Committee and the position of the opposition, where they part of the committee as co-chairs them, but they don't pull a position statement. Before we can look at the position of the APC, what are the status of the Tripartite Committee work as it stands?
Well, first, Musa, it's up to you, right?
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
Good. Thanks for the invite, and I'm glad for dinner also with me brother, CD Tunis, schoolmates, and good for them and get this discussion here. So yes, the status of things at the Tripartite Committee, I would say yes, as per the APC is the statement, we don't take a break for a few days, because the APC issue a statement say that they suspend their participation at the committee until they receive certain things from the ECSL. But first, I want to make certain things clear. One, now that as a government, when we embark on this process, we not ever get into it thinking, say, it's going to be smooth. Whenever you get into the engagement here, so with another party, you get in knowing, say, yes, we not forget challenges along the way, and we don't get several challenges. Sometimes the public know they know. But the thing is, we don't learn for handling challenges here, so internally. I think this is not the first time we disagreements don't come out to the public, and we really believe in a thing where we go resolve. Within discussions for resolve this and really take this process here, so to the finish line. I think, say, disagreements, say, say between both sides about how they approach certain aspects of this work. And it's okay. So we really, from government, focus on driving this to a logical conclusion as detailed in the terms of reference. I want for states in very clear terms say, one, I know they speak for the ECSL. I think say the ECSL will speak for themselves. The only thing I will note, make the public know, is that yes, the committee don't get extensive engagement with ECSL. The committee be make request to ECSL for provide, I think, about 30 documents. ECSL provide close to 20, about 20 of those documents. Some of them provide explanation, some them say they don't able to provide, right? And then ECSL, we actually invite ECSL as a committee. ECSL we interrogate ECSL for more than 5 hours. We saw we get a chance for ask them all kinds of questions. So then issues also come up after one, ECSL we don't provide information, a lot of information with the committee request, and we don't get this engagement here, so with ECSL for more than 5 hours. Now this issue has to come up again.
So internally, they don't bring the issues to now. APC directly, the member them of the Tripartite, or it just come to a surprise at the stage? No.
Well, I'm not going to say it come to me as a surprise. I could be very honest. So the point is, the way the committee don't work, we split ourselves into 3 subgroups. We get a group who focus on legal reforms. We get a group who focus on elections management. We get a group who focus on institutional reform. So by way of background, ECSL don't provide a lot of results, including the summary of the district results. We take to the final result to ECSL announce. They don't provide that. Now, after all of this, we colleagues on the APC side seek for introduce a document. We then say now a breakdown of the 60%. Where ECSL be announced as partial results, but it not been there among the documents that we ECSL provide. So we've been concerned about getting it included, and so the APC side say this document here so nothing where an ECSL official been post na the PPLC WhatsApp group on June 26 last year, but then we get 3 people in the committee within the PPLC WhatsApp group. 2 of them they were not see them, including 1 person from the APC side. We say inform me don't crash. So now 1 person produced this evidently PPLC group.
What's that PPLC group?
Political Parties Liaison Committee.
Okay.
We get representatives from all the political parties. and then with ECSL. Now WhatsApp group where ECSL creates. So it say them post standing. So but then there was resistance from the end, say a document where you're not able to authenticate, ECSL not been provided, you can bring and come into you know admit them as part of the documents they would review. That never be the source of disagreement. So they move from the committee stage, subcommittee stage, then kind of the plenary. We get a lot of discussion, and so what we agree to was that we go right to ECSL. They ask them, one, for ascertain whether that document is now an official ECSL record, and then two, for make them tell we if the answer is yes, how that document they relate to the results we they announce. We agree, say we will write that, but we get disagreement first over certain things that will be included in the letter or not be included. So we take a break on a Thursday, and then we come back on Monday. When we come back on Monday, we prepared for make the letter go as we left them on Thursday, even with disagreements about waiting for the door, waiting for the. But at that time now, we brothers and we sisters at the APC side decide to say, then for make other significant additions to the letter. That's not been the source of the disagreement.
You see this as a genuine concern from the APC party for say them cause or then call where they make to ACSL and one way genuine or not for undermine the whole tripartite process?
Well, you know, the point is, honestly, as a government official, I know one for cast aspersions on the APC as to what in their motive could be. Definitely, I get my own views about how we got here. I really feel, say, if I want for say the honest truth, now that the documents same way ECSL don't provide for we, and the engagement, the more than 5 hours engagement we will get with ECSL, and then the other hours of engagement we will get with the security sector, with PPRC, with civil society, the one and the all, really supposed for able take with to conclusion of this.
So why didn't get an objection to the whole process?
Well, I mean, my brother didn't also Ingo explain not to really the whole process, you know, not just waiting them for get access to. And first, I could not say waiting we been originally discussed now the committee about the request to ECSL. Certainly different from waiting in the APC press release, because in the letter where we draft, now before ask about that document, we then see a breakdown of the figures where the ECSL announced on June 26.
Now you mean the first phase of the result, we're not the 60%.
The partial results.
Yeah.
Now waiting there ask for in the press release now detailed breakdown of polling station results. Where that now ECSL for provide an explanation. I just not say going by the law. When we go by the law, the Public Elections Act, when ECSL counts now polling station and polling centers, the counting agents then they without the party agents them, they all is signed RRF forms. And then the RF forms then they na their hand. Once it don't move from the polling center, it don't go now to the district and regional level, na certified summaries. Now we talk about. And then of course it can at the national level, then tally and announce. So now the APC want for go for results announced, counted and announced, and we're not even announced, results counted at the polling station and polling center level for make we complete this work. We'll be also very clear when we start this exercise. We'll be very clear, say this not an audit of the 2023 elections. Make we really, as a country, be honest and know why we didn't also.
As you will explain the issue of the standoff between the All People's Congress APC party and the committee in work. But when we look at all this setback, and you say when they get plenty challenges them. As expected, this report for be before the president or for launch on the 19th. With all then setback, so is it possible for this report to be launched on the 19th? and take me through the current status of the tripartite then work on this report.
Well, today Monday the 17th.
Yeah.
We still get 2 days. I want for make Fambula no say the disagreements we don't come out in the public now for overshadow the amazing work with the committee, with the support of the experts and the international experts, and with the enough overshadow the work with the committee don't do with the help of the experts. We don't cover considerable ground, and really, because we don't do together the work through this process for about 6 months now, we really don't able forget consensus on plenty things. Make this thing we don't come play out in the public, not give the impression to Fambule and say we get such fundamental disagreements. We don't cover a lot of ground. We don't get so many contentious issues then. So we really feel say if we get over this glitch, the remaining issues not contentious, we're able for really get through them and present.
What are the remaining issues here? So what are the possibility of this report being launched on the 19th?
No, it's still very possible. Like I say, if we get over this issue, this moment, we'll get to work.
So
we'll get to work. Like as I move now, when I come to studio, so I get my laptop, all my documents, and then my bag. And as I get a call, say, let's get to work. We'll get to work and sit down till net and tomorrow and done this work here. So we're actually able for one. I mean, like I say, a lot of the issues are not contentious. Now, really, how we reform with electoral system. A lot of it get for do with like laws who will change, how we reform the institutions, where we all really agree on, because that's the president's in agenda from day one. Where then swear I'm in. After it gets a second time from the people.
The starting of this whole process, now one way some people get the view say it's just a waste of time because it not be start in a peaceful and amicable way. And most of people may say this is not just for waste energy, time and resources. Is it that the view of them people in the come to reality so?
No.
Because look at the end of the day, closing now to the conclusion of this committee, tripartite work. I mean the opposition are the main one where they play key role. Don't make your objection.
No, that not to no mean say a waste of time or resources. Now make we don't say, even if we not be get tripartite, the reforms them with tripartite committee recommend now reforms them where the president be one for put in place. So recall say now the state opening of parliament, even before we get into the mediation dialogue with the APC, the president be announced saying it is set up an elections review committee for really look at the electoral infrastructure and try for strengthen them for make them go able to deliver for the people. Now, why I say this? I watch say for every election in this country since we go to 2007, the opposition they complain. When former
the
President
SLPP complained back in 2012.
Yes, so 2007 SLPP complained when former President Kema was declared winner. 2012, where President Biona been candidate, himself complained. 2018, APC complained. 2023, APC complained.
So this is kind of tit for tat.
So
they do it safe.
So
now so they kind of look like.
So that's what it don't look like. So now that make the president say, if now this they happen after every election, then maybe we have some deficit in we electoral infrastructure. It says so. Let's get together. More see how we go able for fix this system here so for make it work for we so then complaints here so go reduce. But then when the president says so, the APC say the committee where the president recommend not go be independent or effective if it's chaired by the vice president or if other people are not included. So now that make when we go to the mediation agreement, mediation dialogue, we agree for set up this committee also.
So in terms of all this, from a point of view, I mean, generally, you think that this whole objection of the main opposition APC party fear to the whole committee in terms of the time, energy, and resources so they don't put together?
I actually feel it's very unfair at this very last minute. It's very, very unfair to even the APC members. We don't spend time. I know, say, we all na the committee don't really give we time to this. We don't make immense sacrifice for deliver for country. We don't look at them. Say, this is not even about APC or SLPP or government. This is about the people of Sierra Leone. Watch and say this now we own contribution. At some point, now the committee we even not be one for the refer to ourselves as APC or government or SLPP. We refer to ourselves as the committee. We don't travel across this country, so we don't go engage various stakeholders, traditional leaders, political party representatives, civil society, the media, members of the public, people that don't provide their own feedback. We don't come, we don't incorporate all that feedback there. We can't allow all of that for go to waste.
Okay.
Continue for stay with me inside the program Alpha CC Deputy Justice Minister. We don't work with the Tripartite Committee. We come to the National Publicity Secretary for the All People's Congress APC party. We now CD Yaya Tunis. As you get from Alpha CC, then are the committee ready for work? And even we say it is so, it's safe then call and say for go work. But the All People's Congress APC party, inside one press release where they don't suspend their participation into the work of the Tripartite Committee. 3 days to the launch or 2 days to the launch of the committee in reports. What in need for be done now for make the APC start their participation back into the work of the Tripartite Committee?
Thank you very much. One thing will come out clear from even waiting Alpha say now the fact say problem there the APC been get issues with them race. And then CSFBDO agree collectively for right to ECSL, but of course then we get disagreement as to the content of, waiting for entail in the letter, wait for go to ECSL. That now one aspect of it. So it shows that APC not just put out a release unnecessarily. Issue day when I make them put out the release. The other thing we say we very important and significant are the fact say they don't get challenges and we self-aware of that, but they always don't find way for resolve them challenges internally, which means they don't engage. But of course on this particular issue, the engagement stall, so disagreement happen. So in that way they're not able to proceed. But I want to make this very clear. Like he says, we all committed to this. If you look, this is not just one of the resolutions we entail in the 8 resolutions that we happen at Bintumani. And if you look at how much, we don't adhere to the resolutions, then you will find out, say, APC don't do a lot. Same way, so government said don't do it at their own part. So we committed to this. And we hope that then we're able to resolve this as how always they don't resolve the other issues so that this work will be completed. Because the whole country want for see this completed. We now the APC want for say I'm completed in a way that it will be acceptable to we all
so
at the end of the day.
This point on a raise now on a release. Is it that when I do an early engagement internally before I come out to the public? That the member them, the APC party member them within the Tripartite Committee?
I think so. Engagements don't they happen?
You think so?
Now you talk
about this particular woman I take this decision. When I put an
it is. I'm very certain engagements they happen, and because their engagement then they stall, then fee say they not they see any way from proceed. Now that make this happen. But of course,
how much
engagements
the
don't they happen?
Consider the time, energy, and everything we don't put into this whole process for make sure say the country in next election. I mean, everybody and the whole committee and different body them get them right so that no objection will come out from any party.
A lot of things happen where definitely nobody no go be happy. For the fact say we come out clearly and say no, look at the elections process, tell you say plenty things don't go wrong where we want for see corrected. And that make in the process of writing their wrongs, then we don't want for make mistakes again. We don't want for left things that out will go continue for create doubts and aspersions, on the whole process. So we want for ensure say at the end of the day, all who are involved by this process here so go there on the same page, go be satisfied with the work where they happen, and questions not go arise where then go don't complete their work. Accusations and unfounded allegations not go continue for be levied on people we particularly involved in this work. Now that make we want for make sure say it happen in a way where
but at this time in stage we go to say this whole time looking at this final stage of presenting the work of the tripartite, to the president, this could look like an undermining the whole process. Because people are going to ask, why now?
No, I mean, how we go undermine something where
Because
we
and also now
we
object
say
the final
seven-
conclusion not go be a reality. Then go definitely go out with and look into anything with the main opposition object to, because now they play a key role in all of this.
It's up to you. Would they try for solve? Would they try for clean up with systems,
So why
strengthen with
now?
systems?
Last minute.
Not to now, no, forget about the last minute. The fact of the matter is we want to see the work done. If something don't emerge, we go make it impossible for let that work they complete. We don't get for sit down. Enough for them make difference. If we not come public, then for us still sit down within themselves, they know they work internally. That days they go still. So like when it don't come out now, the level of discussions will be different, because now you're not only limited to the tripartite committee. Other players then go come inside. We probably go make them easier than how it for them be if it been left among the normal within the committee.
Now, when we look at the statement of Alpha Cisse Nayase, what they actually agreed upon na the tripartite, not to reflect na the APC party press release. We mean say from the tripartite committee to the APC, this miscommunication don't happen within, and this actually for be explained by APC members of the tripartite committee to the public as to what they agree upon and what appear na the work of the now the APC press release. Waiting don't be a challenge of the APC tripartite committee members for engage the media, explain actual things and where they happen na the tripartite.
Okay, so on our own side, on the APC side, we always don't call press conferences.
No, I mean the tripartite.
No, I explain now. We always don't call press conferences for ensure say the tripartite committee members then get the opportunity for update the public as to who side then they with the work, how far they do with the work, what it on left, so that we all will be informed as to the activities of the tripartite committee. Right, so they don't do that one day. And whether they don't grant interviews individually, then they are not sure of. But as far as the party will be done, they make sure say then they regularly update with membership and the general public through press conferences, and at the party office. Waiting probably for them they happen, and ways maybe for them help for clear up most of them things there. Now if we be they see joint communications, now the tripartite committee together, regularly updating the public, maybe then they for them help for solve some of them.
Because what make I come with this subtle quick one clarification before we go for that break. I come with this issue because it don't really be a challenge for the media forget a tripartite committee member of the APC for talk to the media and even for appear at programs like this and explain. Make I ask you, what if don't be the relationship of APC representative at the tripartite committee and the media exactly, and how the APC party go make sure say the representative at the tripartite committee
ahead that way they come out from the APC party. So definitely if somebody get for go out for talk, it will be from within the publicity committee, unless if they request technical stuff, discussions we get for do with the activities of the tripartite committee solely, then we can call them and ask that somebody come and represent the committee. But I sure say because
But tell them say do this or not do that. We feel say the best approach now being that joint letter we've been for sent to ECSL where they come from the committee. You see say even in ECSL in response, then not say the communication will go to them from the APC side, go outside the framework where then don't come for understand. Say the tripartite committee gets. I think if you've been coming from both sides, it will be better. However, we on the government side would say the documents that we ECSL on provide, we're able to take the work to conclusion. And if these things are important to APC, there are discussions happening on how we go beyond this. I'm not going able to break down details of all of that, but I really believe, say, at the end of these discussions, we're going to get back to the table, resolve the issues here, so, and then move on to the conclusion of the report.
So, in terms of this whole stage where the committee don't reach now, outside the main opposition, the object. I mean, why una not try? Do not to ECSL? Why una not try for engagement and concern, so that we'll not go get to this stage all day? Because if the objection is not looked into at the end of the day, the report will not be out to wait for BD19.
Well, not necessarily say if they not look into then objection. You understand? I think there are several ways you can get over this, right? One, you can just say, waiting and ask ECSL for, ECSL give them. Two,
is it that easy, like how you did talk and so for let it happen? Because if it's that easy, why we not see the solution solved in-house rather than it come out into public? Outside them pull a release and suspend the whole participation on the whole process.
I just state the options. Say that one option. I know they say it easy. But first, I really not say, waiting we been agree on as a committee. We, for one day in a letter we will send to ECSL, not to that reflected in the press release. I think the press release shifts the goalpost significantly, and I can't speak for the APC. I don't know why, they issued that release day. It's on them. But like I say, there are options. One, we say, okay, that. But two, the APC side can backtrack and say, we will move on with this work without that information there. Three, we can able to say, okay, they modify the request, and see what they able get. These are all options, right? But the point is that really noting, say, them polling center results where the APC they ask for. Then said we don't see before now, they get them. They don't talk to before now. It happens, say no more. They not produce them yet, but then we don't see them get them. You see, we also really note, like I say, I want to be very clear. I say I don't speak for the ECSL, but I just note say as somebody we don't take part in elections in this country, even before Akana government. We not ever get a system in the elections who say then details here. So beyond waiting, we don't be given to the polling agents and the polling centers for make we get them breakdowns here. So later come to the political parties.
This is a unique situation we are in. The opposition don't question the winning of President Bio, and we don't get a national dialogue where one of the pillars them that dialogue the Tripartite committee. Mm-hmm. Why the government know they prevail perhaps, or talk with the ECSL for make them release them data so the doubts on President Bio winning or not will be clear to the public?
Well, so the point is that we also make certain things clear. When we negotiate the terms of reference for the Tripartite committee, we spend 1 month to negotiate that. We all make them very clear, say this not for audit the 2023 elections.
Well, I for correct some of the doubts then with so many people, raise one get for do with the opposition. We see some CS also where is a kind of like objection also.
Well, the point that when it comes to the CSOs, I can always say this, and I don't say this with the utmost respect to my brothers and sisters. Now APC, see, one of the reasons why we there now we new also released the data say the president will get 55%. APC say then disagree, right? So I don't say to my brothers and sisters on the APC side say, you get for choose whether you believe new as a party or you don't believe new, but you can't take half of what new say and left the other one. Now you will see say in letter to the ECSL, the APC make reference to new then data, right? But this new, even when them come, now the Tripartite committee make them very clear say the new data they show say there's a 10% gap between Dr. Samara Kamara and President Julius Marabio. But then the APC say then on data they show say they win by 58%. So one, then have not believed new than data, but then they want to hang on to RAM. That is a problem. So I think that side we get for be honest with yourself, but we don't be very clear. Just to make a add that we don't be very clear. Say this not supposed to be an audit of 2023. We agree. Say we get for look at 2023 and previous elections going back to 2007. So we fix the system. We address the challenges where they in the electoral system. And then we recommend reforms where will serve good purpose for this country in elections as we go forward. Well,
that's not the Deputy AG, Alpha Sise, and also member of the Tripartite for the SLPP party. ABD update on the status of the Tripartite committee, they work and waiting and think about the main opposition and decision for say they don't suspend in participation in this whole process. The program, Good Morning Salon, they continue. Well, inside the program now, they come over to CDI Tunis, National Publicity Secretary, as we just end with the Deputy AG. Over to you, CD. The issue of this committee, Nafole, everybody be sincere in terms of whatever decision they take, and also let the country correct some of the wrongs in the next election. You being a member of the APC, you're not a part of this committee, how much you can really be informed? So whatever you can say to the public, it's based on sincerity and truth of the whole process.
In the first place, let's not just limit onto the committee. Let's look holistically at the entire agreement where it emanates from Bintumani. And you look at how much APC don't go in implementing their resolutions then they. And that go inform you as to how sincere and committed we did. The resolution 3, yes, done this don't emerge now as a major challenge. But of course, they don't do plenty work. Let's not forget, say now almost 6 months they don't take parties. They don't do plenty work. They don't come as far as this length, and we always don't do it as a party. Now, the very sincerity make we take this action so that at the end of the day we'll be able to consistencies. So it is very much important for let we clear all the doubts that we always cast around with elections. Now that make both sides say, let review the systems, let look at the systems, let correct, let even look at the laws that we govern elections, let look at who side we go wrong with the elections they are so in doing so, we in the APC want for ensure say it is done right so that next term we'll not go come back begin the review. Let not forget, we don't review laws. We don't get the 2002 Public Elections Act or so. We come to 2012 Public Elections Act. Just before 2023 elections, we get 2022 Public Elections Act. And with all of that, the things then still they go wrong. So it means we need for look at things that we will not be done they look at before. And that is why this time, jointly, both the government, representing the SLPP and the APC, we should don't say, okay, now we don't win elections now this country. Now we are the two main political parties. Let we bring in other stakeholders then and address these elections issues once and for all. So we cannot be insincere with this. We not go allow compromise for happening with this, which is why we dey zero in on all the areas that we feel say challenges they, we feel say we need for clean up. So at the end of the day, we go present a report we're really holistic, we're encompassing, we're involving, we're inclusive of all of the challenges that we feel say we face during the elections they are so.
Young program, but will not get control over the party activities or political parties their activities as to whether them for send power or whether they not for send. So Radio Democracy been wish for get a tripartite committee member at the studio, but the APC send CDI Tunis as the person where they represent and talk for them. And I hope this goes settle the issue of not having a tripartite committee member of the APC as the production team try them best for get one.
More message inside the program, and this one from my Facebook page where they come out from Mark 10 and New England Village. Say some of these politicians are not sincere with themselves, talk less of the citizen. People are suffering in the country, but all they care about is a political interest. Prosperity, we judge you guys from Mark 10 and New England Village.
This one from Sombi now with 0779819819 line say please 98.1 ask the studio guest to explain to the public whether the recommendations from the tripartite committee have right to conduct fresh elections or replace sitting president. Please educate the public on this. From Sombi now is 0779819819 line.
This other one will they take where they come out from Creo Bobona with Facebook page. They say projection is not exact science. New only had 750 polling agents for over 11,000 polling stations, and their projection was based on the small sample. Their projection might have been a way off due to the tiny fraction of samples.
This one from 077-981-981 line, they say, Yaya, do you see the Tunis? Do you have the results reconciliation forms for all the polling stations and centers right across the country at your party? If yes, then publish it for us to see and don't keep quiet on it.
Another one, they say, with all of this, the APC has not shown any sign of evidence. They are just complaining as they used to stall governance and democracy.
This one is a ECSL and governments are kindling with a vicious of fire. If you really want the race, why hide your certificates? You are erasing eyebrows.
This one I will take, and the last one from my own side is saying all of this, let's put Mama Salon first. That should be the interest of all.
This one from Alim Sise, where go be my last text message for today, say the government should act with sincerity and make sure the reform of the tripartite be successful. They should know that they will one day be in opposition and they will want to regret what APC is undergoing. Well, from that text message here, we come to CD Yaya Tunis. We go respond to the message here before we come to the deputy AG for respond to some of the text messages them. But see the issue of Democracy Radio not inviting a tripartite committee member. I think now one way the APC party want for make clear to the public and listeners of Radio Democracy.
I mean, I don't touch on earlier. When actually the invite come to the office, the invite say would they come for can discuss the press release where the APC put out, which is why, you know, are there as national publicity secretary. Well, now that come to me, you know, so and not be specifically say that, you know, now for go in depth into the tripartite activities. But of course, like I don't promise now, if that is the case in the future, I go ensure as national publicity secretary of the party, even though they, you know, work, you know, then they represent we in the committee. If we request, you know, that somebody for come, I go make sure say we get person from the tripartite committee for can represent we.
And we want to use this opportunity for tell you say the institution really they get challenged for get tripartite committee member for the talk always. So you can respond to messages them.
Okay, so in the first place, I want to tell somebody say APC they try for stagnate the country. No, we don't call for stagnation in any way. You know, we activities don't actually show say on all sides we committed for ensure say we implement to the fullest the national unity agreement will emanate from Bintumani. So we not call for stagnation. And also make I use this opportunity for address the one where they talk say, oh, they always don't challenge elections now this country. Yes, we always don't challenge elections now this country. But this I believe say now the first one, this really we don't get a situation wherein, you know, institutions, not only the opposition parties, even institutions we get for do with elections business don't come out and clearly, you know, say they don't feel say the statistics will come out from the results correct. And now the first term this also we all acknowledge say we get problem with we systems. Let's review we election systems for make sure say then challenges that we on the face in the past will not go continue for face them. So important and significant for this country for let we all, you know, put aside, you know, the aspersions we get, put aside you know, the anticipations and the allegations, you know, against committee members them or even beyond for make sure say we really zero in on making sure we address this issue we'll get at hand so that at the end of the day we will get this right and we'll not go come back next time for Sido again they talk about, you know, election credibility or not. And I want for end because I know say maybe I know we'll get another bite for say that to we members and we supporters them that this release will put out, we clearly specify why it go out, and we continue for call on them for remain calm and law abiding. The APC not at any point on any given time don't ask for demonstration or protest of any nature. We they ask all we members and supporters them and the general public in the interest of this, the progress and development of this country, for remain calm. Let them not participate by no protest. Let them not get themselves involved in any protest. We as a party not plan protest. We not call for protest. and we dey call on everybody on for participate. When we want for protest, we know the due process. We go follow the due process and we go call for protest.
Okay.
As it is now, we not call for that.
Okay, thank you very much, CD Yaya Tunis, the National Publicity Secretary for APC. We come to Alpha Sisi, Deputy Justice Minister, for responding to text message them quickly inside the program. Good morning, Salon.
Thank you very much for this. I just want for, so to respond to the text messages here. I just want for say, yes, this election, one of many firsts, as my brother say, but also acknowledge and say, this is not the very first time when a sitting president actually watch say I complain when at the opposition, then complain against me when I serve as president. So let's actually take like a holistic look at the process and try to fix them. So I'm going to put that on record. For people concerns them about as reflected in the text messages, I want to start with the last one. We ask whether one of the recommendations could be for call for fresh elections. No, the Tripartite Committee no get any mandate or authority for call for fresh elections. The only way you go get you go question election results and invalidate them, now where you go na court. That not the case in this situation. Like I don't say another place. The next election in this country na 2028. There's no intention for call the president in time short. What the Tripartite Committee go do now for recommend reforms. So we'll make sure say the 2028 elections, and then the elections after that, all conducted in a free, fair, and credible manner. We will be accepted by everyone. But I also want to use this moment for really say yes. We don't do plenty work as a committee, and we're in discussions with brothers and with sisters at the APC side. We will resolve this issue also. We will move on the committee, go reconvene, and we will complete this very important task here. So, for the country, I also want for note on the final note say really, this one of the documents that we ECS have been provided to. We really nice summary of all the districts results. We lead to the total. They may not give you that document. They will really feel say we go able to conclude this work here. So with this, and other documents, and we don't got already, we negotiate in good faith, and we want to make the public trust this process here. So it not be meant for be easy. Every process gets hiccups. This is not just one of the challenges we don't face, and we'll get over them and complete this very important task here for the country.
Okay, thank you very much for joining me in Saturday edition of the program. Good morning, Saloon. Alpha Sisi, Deputy Justice Minister, and also CDI Tunis end up with a call to support us. Them, what in could be you call as government official?